Good morning. This is Grandma Freeman again. I wanted to give you an update on my garden. This is August 23rd, 2023. So this I kept alive through watering it about every other day, just a little bit. And looks like my thyme is still alive. I don't know what happened to my parsley, and it looks like the chives are pretty much gone. Now this is what I had lettuce growing in. There still is a little bit of it growing, and I still have some seeds. I think I'll get out here in a few minutes and plant the rest of the seeds. We had a good rainfall the day before yesterday, I believe it was. And we got, in the afternoon, we got a pretty substantial amount of rain. Now this has gone to seed. That's what those are. This is my oregano, and I'm tempted to cut those off and put them down in there to make sure that some of them grow. Look at this mess over here. Today is supposed to get up to 104, so I don't think I'm going to get out here and pull any weeds. And I don't think I need to water today. Over here in the corner we have what's called a passion fruit, and that just suddenly appeared in my yard. Not there, but on the other side. And so I planted it over here. There used to be a tree over here that died, and we had to take it out. And then this, look at this. This is my pecan tree, and it's full of pecans. Let me show you. So far, I don't know. I've seen some activity that the squirrels have been over here. See, look at all those pecans. And over here, there's pecans. Here's a bunch right here. That's what they look like. They're double shelled. So if the squirrels don't come over and eat them all, I may have a crop by fall or in the winter. Now over here, you can see the activity. There has been some squirrels over here eating. See the nutshells? And they bite into them and then leave them. And I can feel them under my feet too. I can feel some nuts. Now this this is like a little windmill, and they go around when the wind is up. Right now, it's just kind of still and very warm. That's why it's only about 15 after 8. Now, last winter, my orange trees froze, and so they kind of died out. And they started to come back. But that's all I have. And they look pretty thirsty and hot right now. And this, I believe, was lemon. And I can really feel some nuts under my feet. And that's a lemon right there, too. That one came back right away in the spring, but it hasn't produced anything. And over here we have some little palm trees. This one looks pretty good. The one I have in the front looks beautiful. Still is beautiful. I've been watering these lightly to help them to grow. Something else looks like a little tree's growing in there. I'll have to pull that out as soon as it cools off enough to get out here and clean my mess up. Now this is what is really bad right in here. But as I said, it's going to be too hot today. Again, it's supposed to get up to 104 this afternoon. It's already in the 80s right now. And I don't know what this is called, but I kind of like it here. It grew this year, not so much last year, but it grew. See? So, but over here, this is kind of pretty along the fence. This is sweet pea along there. But then down here we have a bunch of weeds. That's one of the first projects I'm going to have in the fall, is to get those out of there. And over here I planted some basil, but you can't see it for all the weeds and the sweet peas. But it's down in there. I don't know. It might be gone by the time I try to harvest anything. Looks like my sage disappeared. I still have some, I don't know if you can see it. There's some over here you can see, barely see it. I have some lavender growing under there. Well, these weeds kind of protect it. So I'm going to leave it all alone until I can get out and work. If I try to do anything now, I'll just sweat, and I'll feel dizzy and sick. We've trimmed this back so it doesn't get too big, and on the walk, we don't want it to hang over the walk too much. But I still have these little bell pepper plants, and they're getting pretty big. They might actually go on living through this next winter. We'll wait and see what happens. I did get a few little ones, but if they keep growing, I may get some bigger ones next year, or this fall, actually. This one doesn't look like it's going to make it. And then there's one more over here. See it down in there. Okay, and those little blue flowers, those are called wandering Jews. And they only bloom in the morning. They close up in the afternoon. But they're beautiful little flowers. And so that's what my backyard looks like right now. And I'm really happy that I still have some pecans on this tree. And I planted it, oh gosh, when I was still working at the University of Houston, Clear Lake. I planted that when it was just a twig. Look at it now, way up in the sky. And I can see some nuts up there too. I don't think you can see them from here with the camera. Anyway, I just wanted to show you what's going on. And then we have this mess over here. These are my knockout roses, and they look pretty sparse now. And all this these ferns have kind of died out from the heat. This looks pretty good, and it might bloom. It looks like there's some blooms on there. Here's one right there. See that little bloom? Hasn't opened yet. That is called white carnation. It's getting pretty big. I've kept that watered. And there's the other one, knockout roses. That'll probably come back in the fall and look a lot better. And I'll trim it down next spring. And that's about it. This is just weeds over here. I want to do something over here, but I can't right now. This is jasmine, and it looks a little better than it did before the rain. It was really wilting. So that's all right now. That's the thing. I go along fine in the spring, and then the heat really takes a toll, and we've had a drought for about 50 days until this rain the other day. So I don't know. It's pretty hard to grow things, and these citrus trees aren't doing well, so I don't know if I'm going to leave them right now and see if they'll grow in the fall. And then if they die during the winter freeze, I may just have my son dig them out and let the grass grow over the holes. So that's all. It's pretty hard to grow anything all year round down here, and I'm not going to worry about vegetable garden. This Bermuda grass is looking pretty bad right in through here. A little bit better over by the tree where the tree has shaded it. It looks pretty bad. But it will come back. It always bounces back. Well, anyway, kids, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye now.